Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series. This is day 30 away from the CLAT exam, and through this series we are trying to create an accountability system till the end of our CLAT exam. And yesterday I happened to drop a 35-minute long logical plus AR video wherein I have discussed every single aspect of both the subjects. And I could tell you one thing, if you have watched that video the way I said to watch, and if you really implement what I said, you will surely remember me after your CLAT exam, because that was just a game changer video. In my opinion, that was the best video I've done so far. So if you haven't checked that out, do check it out, because it was quite value packed content. And in today's video we would be discussing ALET 2025 difficulty cutoff and difficulty based on each section as well. So without further ado, let's start it with the task done for the day. I gave the ALET 25 followed by the analysis, 4 hour 15 minutes there. I did not do any of these things, which is quite bad. I should have at least done this thing. I'm avoiding this quite lot now, so maybe I'll do that. A1 essays, mock analysis. This was, I did two mock analysis, previous mocks analysis, and then quants mein I gave the quants enhanced miscellaneous section. It was really nice. The questions were quite worth doing. If you haven't done, do check that out. 1 hour 45 minutes for the CLAT Express September. Still I'm not done with it because it is just too informative और काफ़ी ज़्यादा factual है वो, so maybe I need a bit more time. So these are the few vocabulary words which I got from the mocks, and these are the learnings of mine. So let us discuss them later. Let us discuss this. How was English? English overall, in my opinion, was easy to moderate. Questions were direct. There weren't any no grammar. There was zero grammar. So the passages were nice. अगर आप सॉल्व कर रहे हो इंग्लिश, so it is worth solving it as a sectional as well, even from your perspective of CLAT, because the passages were a bit different. They were just a bit different. You guys can check that out. And for English, after the analysis, what I found was LE people has done 4 mistakes in English. I mean, what does this 4 mistakes means is Ellie's answer key and the final answer key mein there were 4 questions discrepancy for English. GK was moderate, more on the difficult side I would say GK, and GK was the tiebreaker, deal breaker, because GK may not everyone would have scored that well. Even despite me preparing very extensively for the last year, I did not score that well in GK in compared to the ALET 2024 paper which I gave. There were a lot of static questions, so made a few learnings on that as well. What type of static questions is asked is also what I learned here. So GK was a deal breaker. Logical reasoning was easy to moderate. I wouldn't even say moderate, it was straight up easy. It was the most high scoring section, logical reasoning, or maybe I just made an improvement here because I did a lot of one liners and the statement based questions practice just a day prior to the ALET 2025 day. So maybe because of that I scored a better score in my logical reasoning. There weren't a lot of analytical reasoning questions. The only questions were of number and the alphabet series, which I found a bit difficult. It was easy, but मेरे से नहीं हुआ था उस टाइम पर, so maybe I need to improve on that aspect as well. So logical reasoning on and all was easy. Direct questions थे, and logical reasoning में as I always discuss how much Ellie got wrong. I mean the discrepancy in Ellie's answer key was 6 questions. So 6 questions here, 4 questions here. That brings down to 10 questions was a discrepancy in Ellie's answer key to that final answer key. And even today I sadly happened to miss the cutoff. Now I would discuss a very key thing here, and that is the cutoff. You know what cutoff was? You would be shocked to hear that the cutoff was, yes, the cutoff was 120. It was like very insane cutoff. And you know how much All India rank 1 got? There were different sources suggesting different things. One of them said 122.5 and one of them said 125, I guess. So we could presume it to be around 124 something. So as I said in yesterday's video और डे बिफोर yesterday's वीडियो, बस 3-4 मार्क में ही क्लोज हो जाते हैं ए लेट के कट ऑफ. सो इफ़ अ इजी पेपर कम्स, सो दिस इज़ हाउ द सिचुएशन विल बी. बस 3-4 मार्क्स में ही पूरा पेपर क्लोज हो गया. एंड इफ़ यू सी 118 मार्क्स पे यू वुड हैव गॉट अराउंड 120 रैंक, एंड 120 पे यू आर गेटिंग 60 रैंक, एंड 124 पे यू आर गेटिंग 1 फर्स्ट रैंक. You see how quickly the ranks change with just a bit of minuteness. So that is what, as I said yesterday, कि easy paper would not forgive you, won't forgive your mistakes, because easy paper में सबके ही अच्छे आने वाले हैं. And if you are going there and making mistakes even in the easy paper, so you cannot expect yourself to get into A-Lit. So maybe I will take a pause from the A-Lit now. काफ़ी ज़्यादा दे दिए है सेक्शनल्स, काफ़ी कुछ कर दिया है एलेट में. सो मे बी आई विल जस्ट फोकस नाउ मोर ऑन क्लैट फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन. लेवल ऑफ डिफ़िकल्टी वॉज ईजी टू मॉडरेट. इट वॉज नो वेयर इवन मॉडरेट एज वेल, बिकॉज यू कैन सी राइट 120 कट ऑफ ईजी रहा, इसीलिए तो गया है 120 कट ऑफ. एंड दीज आर द लर्निंग्स. लीगल में आई हैपन टू यूज सम एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज, एंड एलेट में यू नीड टू बी स्ट्रिक्टली टू द knowledge or the principle given in the statements. Problems in the analytical reasoning, alphanumerical series, as I discussed earlier. Logical, whenever, okay, this is a nice learning I made. Logical reasoning, multiple statements, read अब जैसे if this is a statement followed by 1 2 3 and saying A and B is correct, A and C is correct. So what I did is I read the statements first and then went to the passage, because generally what we do, we read the passage, then come to the statement and then refer back. So we are making a loop here, but either में directly we could make a semicircle, either में we have to make a circle. So it saved quite a lot of time for me, and I had a better accuracy by doing that. In English, focus dipped due to many passages. I'm feeling very lethargic, इसलिए English में I got a dip in focus which led to a not so good score. In many questions, okay, if in English there are a lot of questions, अब जैसे एक passage पर there were passages जहाँ पर एक passage पर there were 10 to 12 questions. अब वैसे वाले में I need not use my radical strategy over there. I need to have full focus, I need to summarize, I need to use all the techniques which I do in order to improve my comprehension there, because I need 100% comprehension there. GK में I need to learn full forms. Maybe I won't, because it isn't just very worthwhile to read those full forms. It is very hard to remember. And dances, cultures of states का stuff, रिवर्स वैसे वाले चीज़ भी पढ़ना है. And names given, अब जैसे what was it, who is called as wetland, some father something, वैसा कुछ question था. So वैसे names भी आए हैं. Even in 2023 I saw a question of who is called as the person who knows the infinity. So maybe I need to learn that as well. So on and all, the this was it for the A-Late 2025. And my sectional attempts was like logical first, then GK, then English. This has worked quite well for me, because logical में I completed the logical in 45-50 minutes में ही हो गया. But this thing generally takes me 1 hour 10 minutes. Maybe because it was just too easy logical section इसलिए हुआ है, or maybe because मैं पहले करा हूँ, so the accuracy and everything was on the higher side. So I believe that is the best section, which is best sectional attempt wise way, which is suiting me. So I would do that from the next A-Lit mock as on, and that is it. Bye.